Hey, Fistung. 6 firsts. Am I not too shabby? Hello, everybody. Welcome back for some more Wood Elves. Yesterday, we got enough cash for our tree. Our 2 6-touchdown games must have given us a ton of money. I think the number of touchdowns does affect the cash you earn. Can't get into the break. Oh, there we go. Game details. There's the breakdown. So touchdown scored 6. You get 10K per touchdown. Nice. It's 10K per fan, but you only get half of it. And then, yeah, like winning with 5 more touchdowns than we might have normally did get us 50K. That's why we were able to afford a lot more players. My team value is ridiculous, though, for having like 4 level ups. Oh, no, I guess we have a lot of randoms. Never mind. This team's way more advanced than I was thinking. We gained so many level ups last game, too. Our team value is not small anymore. We got the sneaky get dirty player. We randomed kick. Be good. This tackle was random the game before. Let's get in the queue. Yeah, good to see you, Vanutoa. Dirty elves. the leafy elves. What's the Warhammer Blood Bowl announcement? Is it a way to make the game more live service? No, it's the opposite actually. They're going less. They're changing the business model. They're going away from that and more towards like a more simple model. Like when the teams come out, they're just DLC in the shop. You buy the teams. They haven't said what it'll cost. So it's like game as a service. Like new teams are going to come out every 2 or 3 months or whatever. 3 or 4 months. Who knows? Probably still every 3 months. But they're optional to buy. The game still costs money. But the big thing about the Warhammer Blood Bowl is that it is the new tabletop rules. We've been behind by like a year with Blood Bowl 3, playing 2020 rules instead of the new rules. So that's the big thing is the rules engine update. Yeah, not till the end of the year, which does suck, but the delay sucks. It was supposed to be out a lot earlier. We do get Khemri with the update. And you get Khemri and Bretonnians for free. If you own Blood Bowl 3, you get Warhammer Blood Bowl for free with those teams. And you get to keep all your cosmetics and unlocks all your teams. It's a new entry on Steam too, interestingly. It's kind of Blood Bowl 4. Also, they're bringing sevens as a mode with a ladder. So you'd be able to play Rumble mode, which is 7 players on each side, six turns a half. Much more fast-paced. I think it'll go really good for online play. There's a good chance it'll be more popular than 11s. I could see it getting a lot more attention. Morning, Tom Tech. More casual, but good. I don't even know if it's necessarily more casual. It depends. It depends where the incentives lie. Like if they keep doing worlds, they did say they're going to do this world, but if they keep doing worlds the following year, like maybe you qualify for it through Rumble as well. Maybe worlds is just run as a Rumble, like with the sevens format. It depends how popular it is, right? Like they wouldn't just do that by default now to promote it, but if 90% of the games are people playing that mode, you might as well make worlds that way. Worlds Rumble would be sick, yeah. But when they do the update, your Warpstone is just going to be for cosmetics. The Blood Pass is going to be free for everybody with cosmetics only in it, not the team. And the teams are going to be as DLC in the Steam store or the PlayStation store or the Xbox store, whichever platform you're on. So cash only. But that is a step back. Like being able to get the teams for free right now was pretty sweet. Having to actually buy the teams you want kind of sucks. That'll definitely be a big negative for a lot of people. I'm hoping they give them to me for free as a streamer, but if I have to spend $10 every 3 months, that's pretty cheap for recurring fees for playing a game. I stopped playing Once Upon a Galaxy because it was... I forget what they want per month. I think it's $10 for their Blood Pass type thing, their Battle Pass. And that's just too much for a fun little casual game. And like what that gives you in that game is like 2 or 3 heroes are unlocked that way. And those heroes are behind that paywall for like 3 months. So like it's not even like the following month when a new set of heroes comes out, you get the old ones. Like you're like 2 or 3 months behind in that game. And then they run monthly tournaments. They put the stats out for one of the tournaments that I was playing as like a basically free-to-play player. And like the win rate on 2 of the 3 heroes I couldn't play were like among the top 5. Like I forget the exact numbers. It might have been the best hero was one of the ones that was paywalled. I was just like, all right, never mind. Like this game. I'm moving on. You either have to pay for this game or be a second-class citizen. Oh, thanks. And Blood Bowl won't be that way. It's much more like a League of Legends character. Like you can buy the new team if you want to play the new team. If you don't buy the new team, you're not going to be getting crushed by the new team. Especially because, like, I think of the 5 teams we don't have, 3 of them are stunties. like you don't need to buy them. You might want to buy some of them, but you don't need to. Yeah, KK card, it's definitely not quite 7s. It is different than 7s. It's, like, inspired by 7s, but very much, like, it'll work for Blood Bowl 3. Like, it's the online version of 7s. And I think at the time, there wasn't even official rules for 7s, and then Games Workshop I think it's announced they're putting out official rules soon. I'm not that into the tabletop loop. I've seen people talking about it. It's definitely geared for new players. It's stepping stone for new players. What happened to the Bazaar? They changed their monetization model several times. It just lost my attention. I think I just kind of got bored with the game too. But they're very similar. I think they want like $20 a month. But they've changed it a bunch too. Like they're just all over the place. One thing I really hated was that when you like all of your collectible cosmetics that you earned through the chests in that game were numbered. And they said they were going to be tradable, like through a marketplace. But then they just went, you know what? Never mind. Just completely got rid of that. So I like the fact that the Bazaar was going to have a Bazaar, and then they just noped out. Kind of like the Diablo 3 real money marketplace. I like that about Artifact. Just buy and sell stuff in the Steam store. The Steam secondary store. Whatever they call that. I think that right now the Bazaar's business model is you have to buy every new hero that comes out in that game. I think what turned me off of the Bazaar the most, though, is how rapidly they just completely changed the game. Where I have a lot of fun playing a game and, like, you discover, like, is the magic carpet good? And, like, you play a bunch and then, like, you learn about the magic carpet. But then, like, is the hill giant good? Like, you're... Part of playing these games is discovering, like, is the shipwreck viable? Like, what do you need to make the shipwreck work? And then when they go in with really heavy nerfs and buffs and completely change the cards... It feels really bad to me as a player. Like, I don't like that at all. Like, the Bazaar changed how the yo-yo worked or something. It used to be like it triggered whenever an item on either side did a thing. And they changed it. It was only like the item to the right instead of either side. And it's just like, it just threw me for a loop the first time I bought it, and it didn't do what I thought it did. Like, my prior knowledge was invalid, and it's the opposite of scratching your human evolution, like, figuring stuff out. Like, if I hit this tree with a rock at this angle, I could peel the bark off, and then you could twist the bark and make a rope. Like, that. Discovering that kind of stuff is just good for your brain. Like, it tickles your brain in the right way. And when video games nerf a lot, And Bazaar does it a lot. It goes against your evolutionary good stuffness. Thank you for that sub, Morgul. 49 freaking months. Much appreciated. And then on top of that, the Bazaar did start like you just straight up have to give them 5, 10, 20 bucks every time a new hero comes out. No, I don't like that. Like I paid 20 bucks for like Slay the Spire 2, and like I own that game now. Your unfinished game charging me over and over and over again whenever you add stuff is not a business model I want to be a part of. Yeah, like Hearthstone, apparently Hearthstone's alpha test had the rapid changing. Like that was the point of the alpha test. There were only a limited number of people in it. And like they were patching stuff like every week, changing how things worked. As soon as Hearthstone launched, they were super, super cautious with nerfing anything. It would be months and months and months of something being a problem before they would fix it. But if I was going to do a card game, I would do bans. Like if something was a problem, you just ban it. And then you're not screwing with people's like knowledge gating, brain itchy goodness. If something is a problem, you ban it. You don't change it. And that's part of the problem of like games launching early. Is they're not done, so they do need to get those changes. Like they're not in a workable state. It's a better game after they make those changes, but I just don't want to be a part of it. Particularly like casually. If you're playing a game every day and it's doing that, that probably is better for you. Because like you'd read the patch notes and be aware of the changes. The bad thing though is when you jump back in for a game after like a month. And like you're not going to read patch notes for an hour before you play a game. And then you're in a weird state of like one card doesn't do what you remember it did. So now like, okay, do I have to carefully read every card again? That's also part of what's fun about card games is you learn to recognize the card through its art. You don't have to read it every time. So like you trick somebody, the yo-yo doesn't work the same, and then it's like now I feel like I have to read every card carefully and see if the numbers changed. Taking a long time to get a game here. We get games really quick every other day. It's because our team value got up to 1.3, I bet. That was one of the pros I had been having the last few days, playing one game a day. We did get games instantly. All 5 times? 4 times? What's our record right now? We've done 4 games. They were all instant, where prior seasons I'd been used to waiting around. Now here we are waiting around again. 14-minute queue. Not good. That's not good. There aren't a lot of people playing. Let's see how tight these matches are. This guy's got fake team value. 25k apart, 20k apart, even. This one's got some distance on it. 210. You make me do math. 135? Oh, 15k apart. 40k apart. 75. 110. 5k apart. So it does seem to be trying to do some pretty tight matchmaking. There was one that was like 200 apart. So we're probably back to the same situation we've been in the past, where it's... What's going on with this one? Oh, that's a 1.4. Before I moused over it, it got bigger. That looked like a tiny team. That guy had a fake team value, too. Oh, he's playing Black Orcs, I think? Oh, it's Mummon Slayer. Friend to the channel. Yeah, if that is Black Orcs, he's just chasing a couple bribes. But yeah, the matchmaker is probably flawed in the same way it has been, where both players have to wait for the game to actually get created. So like now that I've waited 15 minutes, it's almost certainly willing to give me a lopsided game, but we need to wait for somebody else to queue up and also wait long enough to reach us. Whatever that time mat is. So somebody else has to wait 10 minutes to get paired with us on like a 200 team value apart game. And the problem there is in that 10 minutes, he'll probably just find a closer opponent. So we don't just need somebody to queue up within a certain range of us. We need exactly one person to queue up and have them wait long enough, which is a pretty big flaw. The system needs to just be like, I've waited long enough for a 300,000 apart game. The second anyone within 300,000 of me queues up, they should be playing against me. And yeah, that kind of sucks for that other person. There's some 1.7s. But it's just necessary to not have people wait for 20 minutes. Like this is broken. You can't. I'm 5 games in. This is not me at the top of the ladder struggling to find a game. This is just a broken system. And sure, maybe nobody else queued up, but I mean, we could look though, because we're looking at the live games. Like, did this game just happen? Like, why aren't I playing this 1.3? Wait, why aren't I playing this 1.3? Maybe it was already there. Maybe they're deeper in their game than I thought. Blue Bloods. Maybe it cares about the number of games played? Maybe it doesn't like that this guy's got 17 games and I have 4? Oh, there's another game. Yeah, see, exactly what I said happened. We're 1.3, and 2 1.2s just got paired against each other. Because they didn't wait the 5 minutes. Another 1.2 queued up. So it should have just given me one of these two. Team is base. How many games has it played? Unless there's also that the other angle of games played matters a lot. No, this guy's only got 6 games played, so I guess he could have been the second one of the queue. How many games does Meh have? Yeah, the inducement system, in theory, makes lopsided games competitive. You don't need that protection. Is there 5 game protection? Team names are star. Dark Elf team? Like, that's failed to load. But the server's struggling right now, too. It's 10 matches played if it was this Dark Elf team. No, it's an undead team. This game got created, but they're both under 1 million. Probably actually first game for them. Chaos Dwarves do end up way under 1 million. I assume that's Chaos Dwarves. I don't recognize the shield. Teams of 5 games or less get paired. Oh. Gross, why? Why would there be 5 game protection? So do I have to fire my tree to get a game? like our team's really weird. We shot our team value up really high because of those 2 6-touchdown wins. And I need to get 2 more games in the small plane. I could fire my bench. That brings us 70k down. That would have let us play against one of the 1.2s, but if there's a wall at 5 games played. Wish you could give a meaningful answer. Yeah. Seems like everyone complained about everything because they want Blood Bowl 3 to be they wanted. Yeah, I mean, it does feel bad if your 3rd game is against somebody's 30th game. But I would argue it feels worse to not get a game for 22 minutes. Like, and it doesn't even actually fix that problem, right? Like, my 6th game against your 33rd game is just as bad. And that only ever happens if you're kind of abusing it and, like, playing random skill-up dwarves with only... You're only keeping the really good randoms. So, like, it's a low team value dwarf team sniping people. The big thing is, like, you can't strand somebody for 23 minutes. Like, you could try to match people in the first 5 games against each other, but it doesn't even feel like the right thing to be doing. Like, it's... I guess the number of games played is a really easy thing for people to see and complain about. Where, like, did your opponent random their skill ups is invisible. The game literally doesn't tell you that. You have to have, like, a PhD in Blood Bowl to know which of these skills were random or not. Especially with all these balloons floating in the way. But you need to, like, even for me, like, I tend to need to see 2 copies of a position. And then I can kind of compare them and tell if something doesn't add up, there's got to be a random in there. I think what people really don't like is playing against somebody who's way more developed. But, like, if you get a 6-touchdown Wood Elf team and I have an insane amount of level ups, like, picture your game 1, you get 6 touchdowns on 6 different linos, and then you random them all. Now my game 2 is against somebody's first game, but I have 6 level ups. He's going to be like that he's going to be pissed off. That's the bad feeling that you're trying to protect people from. But I think you hit the nail on the head, Fistung, with the whole, like, people complain, people ask for something, and then Cyanide just goes like, okay, fine, here you go, have it. Maybe without fully understanding, like, the system, like what the consequences of the system. Hey, we got a game. How long did it take? We have 32 minutes of pre-roll immunity left, so that goes to 1 hour and 3 minutes when I run the ad at the start of the stream. So we're looking at like about a half hour. A little less than that because I didn't queue up right away. Oh, we actually get to play out our snow pitch. Found an orc opponent. Let's kill the music. Good. The way you see it, you can ask 50 coaches how they'd run the ladder and you get 100 different answers. You really would. Some people like would literally say, oh, we'll do it this way or do it this way. They don't even know what they want. They just know both of those ways are better than what we have right now. Okay, we did get a bit of a mismatch, so we had to wait for this person to actually wait the 5 or 10 minutes that it takes. Get a 200k mismatch. And they're on game 4. So the 5 game differentiation there is certainly valid from what we've seen. We've only got 1 level up. It's a guard. It was picked. I'm gonna get some inducements though. 210. Might be against a wizard. Be against a star player. Wait, bombers are back? There's no banned star players? You can griff halflings this season? There's Morgenthorn too. Holy crap. There's no banned star players. He does pick the bomber too. Not the best against elves. We're way more likely to intercept it and be able to actually throw it back. Why is implementing the system for Blood Bowl 2 so difficult? I did like when Blood Bowl 3 first launched, it was nice to get games instantly. Instead of having to wait for the 5-minute spins. But I think as the population of players drops, then the 5-minute groupings are really, really powerful. Like, I was super impressed with Blood Bowl 2 when I first started playing it. That's such a good way to group people up and pair them off well. And I think Blood Bowl 2's algorithm did it poorly. But you group everyone who queues up, and then you get much closer matches if you get like 7 people in that queue in the 5-minute period. The outlier has to wait again, and then flag him to always get a game on the next one. And the other, you can make 3 games with the other 6 people that are the best of those 3 games. It's infinite ladder? It is, yes. There's no team value cap either. This pitch is atrocious. People warned me. We're probably going to have to press the P button. Okay, so we have bribe. Keg? Bribe keg bomber. I guess we receive so we can score quick and start working on the bribe. Normally I would kick there, but I want to get him to actually spend his bribe. The bomber's not too hard to kill. But I actually do want... I want the bribe to get spent there, not on fouling me a bunch. Or if I kill the bomber and he's just sitting on a bribe, he's going to foul. He might foul anyway. But at least that he's risking his guys getting thrown out. You're a big fan of rules as written? Banning the stars made you feel sad? Tabletop player who owns the models? Yeah. I was not sick of bombers when they got banned. They got banned really quick. We got to play with them for one season, I thought. And I think bombers are wacky fun, which is what most people want. Like, your world championship competitors are a big minority on the ladder. But those are the players who want like less variance and less wackiness. If there's less variance, you can win more, right? As the top players. Variance is what lets new players win. Like, if this guy's bomber blows up 2-3 elves on turn 1, that's kind of a good way for him to beat me. Where if my bomber drops the ball and takes himself and one of my guys out with him, it ends my turn early. That's a great way for somebody else to beat me. I've heard a lot of people complain about the 10k prayer to Duffel inducement, the new rules. I'm going to play at least one turn with this pitch, but I think we are going to turn it off pretty here. Okay, who are we punching here? Linos? Interesting. He's letting me blitz this right away if I want to base a... He's also just letting me slip through here. Get that 2-turn touchdown. We have our dirty player too. Thinking maybe we just blitz like this forward. It won't lead to a good foul on him. But I want to build a cage over here. Tackle dancer hit, wrestler hit. It's not, yeah, this is fine. Let's not spin. High kick. I was thinking about putting the catcher under it, but I want him to be farther forward than that. Skulls. 2 rerolls. Pro. Intriguing, but it's so bad to end the turn here. Slow him down. kind of regret moving these guys before we've transferred the ball. Cheeky little pass farm. The bomber does get to bomb at this. Treeman gets a pow, nice. Not a bad first turn. And we'll go to a regular looking pitch. That's more than enough of that. One of my turns. Not one full turn cycle. Tabletop Data did drive some of the bans. Yeah. Tabletop doesn't really get played like the latter, though. The tight matchmaking, the amount of games you could play on a team. Kind of a different beast. Bumble does 30k for the prayers. It's a host rule. Your league's thinking about copying that too. Yeah, Underworld of Blood Bowl 3 died because the tabletop swarming had to go. Underworld was great. And I think Underworld was, like, actually fun to play against, too. Like, taking Underworld from, like, one of the most played teams to one of the least played teams was pretty bad for the user experience on the ladder. Skulls on his blitz. The reroll fixes it, though. We're both spending a reroll per turn so far. It is blitz before bombing. Bombing could have opened a gap. You bombed here. You could have gotten into blitz here. I don't know what it is about Blood Bowl. You were playing Battletech, and then no tilt rolling back-to-back Snake Eyes on shots. And almost being tabled. He could bomb the row. Oh, he injures our catcher. I'll allow it. We're gonna save the the apothecary. There's technically a surf here. I need somebody here. We hit from here to there, and then put that guy there. It's a lot of 2+, but it surfs his only leveled player. But scoring gets rid of his... Scoring gets rid of his bribe. And it gets me back to 11 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy could score without a handoff. 1, 2, 3, 4 2+. Amdor can come around that guy without a go for it. And I would get to random level up. So I think we want to score an Amdor. That leaves our block player to throw the blitz. Not doing the mighty blow hit kind of sucks. Only kind of. We get to hit it anyway. Nice, got the power. Uppercut kick. Spread my elves out in case we do fail here. Not failed. Okay. Make him bribe the bomber. Scoring quick's obviously bad against, like, in general. But without skill-based matchmaking, I think scoring quick is perfectly fine. We've been getting a lot of our abundance of touchdowns in the second half, but we've kind of already got the game blocked up. But I think we could just play without stalling from the get-go. The bribe failed! Oh, there goes 150k of inducements. There. You certainly don't go up. You certainly don't. Actually, we have a kick now, so I kind of want to do... this formation, which does expose one extra player. I'll put the thrower up there. And then the idea with this setup is we can use our kick skill to kick wherever it's weaker, and then hopefully swing through and split his team in two. Put a bunch of elves in the midfield here. Have the ball deep with like one or two players back there. But then they can't cage on the following turn. We did find a match, Leafy. Somewhere between 22 minutes and half an hour. We did eventually get a game. 210,000 team value ahead. It's not like waiting forever even gets you better matches, which is another big negative of the system. Like, we waited forever, it's still got a lopsided game. We just had to wait for the stars align for it to actually give us the game. But they still have a keg from inducements, that's it. Send her deep. I'm going to bring it in one so it can't bounce out of bounds. I think that would be particularly bad. This guy's right up front. Knuckle Duster's on one of his guys. Uh-oh, free Mighty Blow. Oh, he's not hitting the tree. Nice. Tree doesn't have infinite armor, unless they don't bother hitting him. Sufficiently high armor, apparently, is infinite. Really hurt on the catcher. He'll be back. Needs 2 touchdowns to get his stat up. A little unfortunate we're not getting that. We got lucky the opponent threw the bomb as his last action to avoid getting turned over, but if he had have thrown it earlier and hit the ball carrier, he might have actually stolen the ball. He put Mighty Blow on the guard. Ooh, and then gives me a surf on him. Possibly multiple. Possibly I get the surf ball. War Dancer hit to there. This splits. Surf that, pushing him there, and then I need a backdrop. A couple run-throughs. That make it harder or easier? We blitz him into him down to there. Then we could surf this way. I guess there's no way. I was wondering if there's a way to surf the big one, but also I don't think I have enough assists to actually do a hit. This guy could dodge and hit. Ooh, he's pass farming too. Failed the catch. Was a handoff. That he was going to biff it down here with the actual pass. Gotcha. Okay, we could go tackle the goblin. That's pretty clearly what he wants to do to score. Actually, attempt a pickup. We could use the blitz over here. Oh, I have Dauntless. We could put this guy here and then Dauntless hit. Damn. The tree hits that one. Then I could come through here. But this guy dodges and this guy dodges through. We could hit here, pushing to there, surf it. And then he's free to get out of Surf City. Threat. That's a double go for it threat. I think I'm just going to use the Dauntless to hit that one. We even get the POW. I guess this goes. Oh, I need one more assist. Oh, that means I won't pick up the ball. Get this mighty blow. Be good for my health. Just a stun. A lot of go for it's to stare at the ball. Swing first. Attacking with the tree does mean the tree's only on 2 instead of 3. But he was really close to getting the hit with this guy. So it might be better to not have the bigot in the blob. You only needed one more assist to die here. I did put this guy here assuming the tree wouldn't move. Now I opened up the path. Not sure where he's blitzing. He's probably not sure where he's blitzing either. Like the blitz to clear receiver seems like a good idea, but there's no good blitz with these 2 players. He's already overbased here. Guess he blitzed the War Dancer. Yep. People love going after the War Dancer. That step lets us play the sideline here. When did I POW? No more blood, just a stun. Boxcars. That definitely breaks our armor. Gonna bomb it to the goblin. Goblin's trying to dodge. Tackle demands the team reroll. Might still bomb the ball down here. Leaves the ball on the ground. Okay, we should be able to get a jiggle. This guy followed up, so he's actually not a scoring threat. What he is a blitz threat to clear the goblin. Then there's... What do we have here? Dauntless Surf again. Shoot, I hit. Only one assist here, though. Maybe I should have just taken that POW. My upfield stuff kind of sucks anyway. What if we blitz this? Then he becomes an assist for that. And then this guy can come here? Do nothing in particular. I guess relocate. Then we just try to score. Jiggling, I think, gave us a higher chance of scoring, but surfing might be better for... Oh, this guy could have just attacked here. Shoot. Imperfect play for sure. Enough to get the surf still. We could regroup him, or we could do a dodge and pin him. Gonna regroup him. Just so that when this fails, and then he stuns this guy, we actually have somebody that can cover the backfield. I don't think we spend the It's done. At least we didn't give them a free ball. They do score, they get both their surfed guys back. They don't get the mighty blow back, though. Hey, Nurgle's Rot. Well, I don't just stood up. We didn't give him a free hit there. It's a swooshy wood elves. The idle swoosh animation for these four dancers. Double go for it for his 2 die, just to push. Goblin could serve. With the follow-up, though. I'm guessing he's going to be happy to just hold the ball deep. I don't have any elves up there. Too cautious with this guy, overcommitted to the surf. Few mistakes last turn. One die blitz. That's the thrower. Gives me another surf. This one's harder to get, though, I think. This one I might have to work for. No, the tree can get this guy out of the way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could do that play. They do seem to be trying to get their whole team served. Over here, they're trying to be the one to serve. Maybe the tackle steals another team reroll from them here. Goblin 1 die. 3 plus 2 plus, so the goblin can 1 die. No, not that. Interesting. Tree. I guess this guy's hitting here, so maybe the tree tries. Go for the surf first. Into the crowd he goes. My third surf over here. They're all stuns. Every last one of them. You get the tree retry. Well, not rooted. Could have gone over that way to try to surf this lino, but I gotta bring the War Dancer closer to the actual play. Oh no! Haha! Frick! Out of sight, out of mind. I forgot to dodge this guy. Mercy from Novel? He one-and-nines the surf I completely derped. Nice. Man, the derp rate being this high in game 1, this is why I'm only playing 1 game a day. Spends the reroll on it. Can't blame him. We turn red versus blue off here? Nope. This uniform is atrocious. I guess I found another surf by ending the turn early. For the people. At least my high derp rate isn't as frustrating with field-based matchmaking being. We can get away with a lot more. I can't believe I qualified for Worlds. Here's my current fatigue-riddled state. I lose this weight, though. You man. Old man? A new old young man. Back to my old self. Pass does not work. Ball hits the ground. Thrower's nowhere near there. Probably gonna aim for a pickup on this blodge. I guess it's gonna be both of these guys facilitating the play. No, I guess this this guy's go for it is better than this guy's dodge, because tying these up is reasonable. We could surf the lino here. Push to there, push to there. Blitz into the crowd. But I think I want to get this ball picked up. Blitz here. And regrouping several of these. Great. Guess we Treeman. Rush to the tree. Nice. Got the POW. 2 both downs. Kind of scary. I did get the POW to go with it. Nice. I don't think I need to cut that corner because I don't think I care where I end the turn. I just care that I pick the ball up. Like, he's going to be able to get at least 1-2 die. It's fine to just be standing here. I think. Maybe I had a better shot at actually building a cage than I thought. Let's be a little cheeky. Make him put the assist here so I could surf it. If he could even get an assist in there. But the only square you can get an assist is the sideline. My guy that got surf just got stunned too. That's good. 4 stuns for the crowd. What's this, the lino? Let's me keep the ball. We're happy with the touchdown on this War Dancer. Gets us closer to Mighty Blow. Little tempted to do sidestep before we save up for Mighty Blow. Just so he's got more survivability. We do have the tree. And the sneaky get dirty player for what murder we need. Dirty player went perhaps too deep. Any surfs here would involve the ball carrier, so we probably don't want to do that. We just need to bring him up here. But we could surf that one. The big price to pay, though, is I now have to go way over. Stand in Surf City to get this hit, and then... to figure out if we can surf that guy. We could use the blitz here. We could, if we just get 1 assist, we can hit the gobbo. And even a push to there still lets me dodge to there and then get up that way. That's a pretty spicy ball. Just a push. Push and potato. Okay, who's coming after us? Not you. This guy can dodge after me. Takes care of that guy. Assuming we don't dodge him. Smash! That takes care of the Lido. Another stun. Just like the crowd. Nurgle's Rot Smash! Only got one turn left. I do have 3 scoring threats. While just holding the ball. It's pretty tough for him to do much about that. Oh, actually, this is kind of open. Mr. Throw is Mr. Slow. Can't reach. Can't reach. His only play to hit the ball is 5 plus 4 plus. Looks like he's settling for basing the ball. He's not likely to stop me. I'm thinking what he's going to have to do is blitz here and just come over and take it again. But I'll have this guy loose and this guy loose. Oh, he did go for the 5 plus 4 plus. Smart. Let's get this up to a 3 die. He surfs. Enough players. I think I think this setup could surf without the blitz. Pushing that one over and then like really crowding in. Yeah, if I hit that guy to there, put a guy here and here, then we could surf. Tackle the golem. This doesn't need the surf, but I'm just gonna give him that. Answer the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Please. This way block is good enough. Or both down is good enough, thanks to block. Alright. Second touchdown in our own drive. You don't get that if you stall. Bring the music up. I kind of want to figure out how to hack the data files for games and just delete the crappy music I don't like, so I can leave the music on and have the fanfare. By hack, I mean mod, not hack. Mod. Mod the game to get rid of the music. It feels benign, but it also feels like the skill set overlaps pretty thoroughly with cheating. Like building actual hack. Got no trolls, so we can't throw a team. Just be lazy. Like that. I don't imagine he's going to one turn with 6 movement team. Hack the planet! 6-0 still possible? I think two touchdowns at halftime has often been how we get to 6. Still 11 v 11. He has a 2-player bench. We're down our only catcher. We don't have any catchers left. That makes it a fair bit harder to get to 6 touchdowns. To do that, we have to score every other turn. We have to kick the ball and then, like, run a catcher up would be the normal way. Our linos are fast, though. We still have 2 war dancers, too. He's hoping for an extra turn. Get a high kick instead. He's probably hoping for blood. I'll go fill my water up while he's punching here. Nobody die while I'm gone. What did I say? Don't die while... I guess that's not dead. Malicious compliance from Deadbeak. One in 9 from a Black Orc. He's out of rerolls. Means we don't get fouled. But we got an armor roll on him, too. Duel was a draw. Okay. We are down to 10, so our formation gets a little weaker. We have enough to random on the thrower. I guess I'll get the kicker the most safe spot. Because the wrestler is kind of a bad target. Can't get us with the both down. In fact, if he 1 in 9 into the wrestler, we'd have a re-established foul victim. Or our turn even starts. Which is kind of the goal here. I guess there's two goals. Like, we can steal his ball before he can cage it. But if he builds a cage, I'm not going to leap into it. I'm just going to use the dirty player plan. Try to get a removal a turn while staying in front of them, keeping their cage from moving forward. But especially with kick, we always have the chance to keep the cage from forming altogether. I have to stop saying that. It costs me a player 50% of the time. Thank you. Once I kick the ball here, I'm going to actually go get my water. The bathroom was occupied. I'll do that now. He seems to be AFK. Oh, he's back. This game is kind of exactly what we were talking about when we were complaining about the matchmaker. Like, putting a hard wall at 5 games played is silly, because, like, me and my opponent are both in our 4th games. He has 1 skill up. I have, like, 11. It's just silly to assume that, like, setting that 5-game barrier will keep a mismatch from happening, which is really where I think it's the core is. People don't want a mismatch. Brilliant coaching for us. Nice. All right, beer back. Nobody die while I'm going. Whoa. I'm back. Nobody's dead. Hooray. He hasn't done the line hits yet, though. One dies. Thought that was a black orc. Biggin, rather. It's neither a black orc nor a biggin. The linos do look quite a bit like the big ones. They're kind of the same animation and build. Just scaled. Like the posture is very similar. Where the blitzers are hunched over. There's nothing in front of the tree, so there's a big gap in his screen. Assuming my tree doesn't take root. Nobody can hit the ball carrier, but we could just blitz this lino, actually. Get through. Part of me wants to go beat up the goblin. But if I don't go after this lino, I'm not gonna be able to build the screen. Separate his team. Keep all the movement on that guy and waste a lot of movement on this guy. So where do we end up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Somebody else gets there. 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy, I can have guys here and here. Something though. Guess I used the dirty player, eh? With sidestep here, as long as we don't die, he can't blitz his way through if I just stand here. Because I can put my corpse there. That might bait him to blitz my War Dancer. When you say it that way, it's not as good as my idea. As I thought. I don't know about this foul either. Nice. KO and not caught. And we take root. I think I'm going to save my rerolls. Turn 9. I'm at the last minute of my time bank. Gotta play a little quicker. He's gonna try to slip through the sideline here. He doesn't even get that far through. I guess he's gonna punt to the goblin, isn't he? He does need to score quick to tie. He's going to try to get through here, but he needs a removal. Even a stun is good for us. No, never mind. Biff the ball over this way. I assume he's biffing the ball. New players love to throw the ball. I love to throw the ball too. He's also failed some passes already this game. Which I think he failed to catch and one pass. I guess he could just run the ball over there and have a screen. he stood in the thrower's path there. Been there, done that. That goblin was one more up. It would connect here. I can get through this line. One reason to let that take root happen too is that's. It feels like there's going to be a quick touchdown here. One way or the other. That'll get our tree back. One on the pass. Wildly inaccurate. I get an intercept. No intercept. The ball does hit the ground. Giving us a surf. Oh no, just a push. $12, $11, $10, $9, $8. Okay, so we can score on that line-o with one go for it. Try to get up to 6 touchdowns again. 3 games in a row with 6 touchdowns would be something. The crowd gets a KO. At least stepping up their game. Okay, we're not fouling this turn. Let's use him for this assist. And this hit lets us retry with tree. Do need to do. We get the tree pow. Mighty blow. Through the armor. Stunned. Just widening this screen in case we fail this. Oh, one reroll. Reroll fixes it. Nice. Right. That was our free reroll from the kickoff too. More kickoffs, more free rerolls. Oh, they got both the KOs back. I think they were actually going to be at 11 players anyway, but I think the guard blitzer was one of those. Fun Flames up to 4 SPP. More than enough to random in the passing tree. It's a blitz! Like this is our first Wood Elf blitz. Guess we blitz the goblin. Doesn't really help me as much as I would like. Oh wait, the tree's not marked. Tree blitz. I have to do a tree go for it. You know what? I think I'd rather dodge with everybody sneaking through. I get to sneak 4 players through. Can't get under the ball. Can't use any rerolls here either, so. Yeah. It was likely just going to be an armor roll on ourselves. I think I was actually supposed to tree blitz this. No. I don't know what I was supposed to do. Oh, tree blitz from here. And then not follow with the tree. And then on a POW, we had the no dodge gap. How come nobody wants to play with the tree? The tree did smash one of them. I think it was only a stun, but they were intimidated. Trees don't have infinite armor. I was saying that at the start of the game when they first avoided you. But if you have so much armor, your opponent doesn't even think they can break it. It actually becomes functionally infinite. If they don't hit you, you have infinite armor. Kind of like you miss every shot you don't take. Can't break armor if you don't hit them. Ooh, they employ a pincer lock. I like doing that to elves. One option to get out of this is blitz the goblin, and then we can put a couple assists to just punch. Another option is just roll a 3+2+. Not sure who they're planning to blitz. The thrower moved already. Interesting. Is he just going to foul that war dancer? I completely failed to protect. It wouldn't be the worst play. He's passing with the Lino, which would level him with a random. Oh, the Lino pulled it off! And the blitzer failed the catch, letting the team down. Kind of brutal. So we need to get to there to get the assist. We could then pick up with this guy and pass out. Three plus pass to one of those two. That's a 2+ to get to there. Dauntless guy goes here. Dirty player does the attack. You help? You could help. But I can get that guy tagged without a 2+. Let's just stand him as a scoring threat. Okay, we don't have much time. Let's do... plan. Man, this... Well, I'm not liking that this guy gets surfed. We get the POW. Guess I want a tree swing first. Nurgle's Rot needs some SPP too. Like 30% total. Fail to go for it. Reroll fixed it. Nice. Guess we just potato over here. Whoa. 3 gauntlet runs. Tough to beat elves that don't fail. I'd be pretty frustrated if I was the orc here. Goes for the surf, gets the 1 in 9. Or the 1 in 3. Wait for a 1-die surf. Immediately sends the turn back to us. Very interesting to note, nobody has conceded to me yet. After returning to the ladder here. I don't even know what the concede rules are. We can take out Mr. Throw. Getting rid of their sure hands would help us get more touchdowns. Not gonna blitz though, just jam it in. Keep on jamming. Ah! 4-0. 2 more. Yeah. 2 more to get up to 3 games in a row with 6 touchdowns. We are getting there, aren't we? I need to be a little more aggressive here to keep getting these. Okay, the plan here is to kick short here if he doesn't put anything there, but deep here on this side. And then his line of scrimmage stuff has to go over here. I'm just trying to keep his team separated. And make it easier to slip things past. Because the setup he had last time, it was pretty close to being tough to sneak through. Benbow Baggins, thank you for the raid. Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. We've joined the ladder here late in the season with a Wood Elf team. We've got a pretty good record with them, 3-1-0. And our last 2 games have been 6 touchdown victories. We're on pace to get another 6 touchdowns. They've gotten rid of skill-based matchmaking, it turns out. Got a lot of players in this backfield. Trying to keep me from getting more touchdowns. Let's get a high kick. Not the free ball to go with it. You joined Sophomore O just in time to hear me say I need to be more aggressive. Looking like the final boss of Star Fox 64. Can I fire lasers? Not yet. Working on it, though. No Mighty Blow Dancer. I'm 4 games in on this team. This is 4 games of development. Tackle guy's working on it. He randomed the tackle. And then I built a strip ball sidestep one. Purpose built. You had a move 9 War Dancer after 2 games? Nice. This pass farm fails. Nearly full retreat. Interesting. Would it be rude to foul? I say it'd be rude to not foul. Maybe. Not sure which we're going to blitz. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So these guys will be scoring threats here. So go for it to blitz one of those guys. Keep the strip ball a little farther back. In case something makes a break for it. I don't think anything's going to. I guess maybe we tree blitzing here was actually the play. I overestimated how many players I have. Properly pressure here. These two are also scoring threats. Kind of can't foul. Figure out who's blitzing first. But my clock is super low. I don't have time for plans. We're not going to get 6 touchdowns with him played like this, though. There's no shot. I'm assuming he cages. I don't think it's right to jump a war dancer in there just to try to get 6 touchdowns. He might pass farm again, though, and then we can get to 6 touchdowns. He's out of rerolls. Would it be rude to foul? Always and never. You went 7-0 and then 4-0. Nice. Okay, he did fail the pickup. I think he had the pass queued up there as well. So the touchdown is certainly here. Not trivial. We need a good jiggle. Just the push. $29%? I've got a reroll. Gotta make it. Tree first. Dice on the tree. We should reinforce our dancer here. Before we go for this touchdown. That's not that meaningful, but I don't want to roll dice or give him a free hit. We get this. We do get it! Nice! I saw a lot of 5s in there. Okay. 2 turns for touchdown number 6. Poor guy. Yeah. Yeah. This season's weird. I don't know if I want to continue down this path. Is this what Blood Bowl 2 was like? I was bad during Blood Bowl 2. Like, I had a lot more to learn. I've grown as a player, for sure, the Blood Bowl 3 time. Bring it more shallow. Blitz into that. They'll probably keep pass farming, so we might have a shot. Now get a tree touchdown. there's definitely no time for that. He pass farms it into the open here for me. I guess we just pick up on this lino. This lino's already randoming, though. I guess we get a scoring threat this way. So give it. We could random strength skill on this line if we get another touchdown. That's a dangerous push. Probably better just to dodge through and grab the ball. Do the hit afterwards. What elves are kind of silly. All right. It is a go for it for this guy to score. One play I see happening is actually stand my sidestep board answer in the end zone. Pass with the thrower to him. If he does manage to disrupt this man. He's done. He wants out of this game. After all 2+ for the go for it, it might as well be used to get me another random. Nice. I didn't do that on purpose, but we ended up there. That was a good spot to put the touchdown. The Bark of Champions. Score 12 touchdowns over 3 or less games in the same competition. I didn't even know that was a Steam achievement. Wait, score 12 touchdowns? But that's... I had that last game, didn't I? How do you see the Steam thing? Shift tab? It's achievers. Market champion. Score 12 touchdowns over 3 or less games in the same competition. I should have had that yesterday. It must actually be coded as more than 12. Only 6.6% of players have that one. GG! The third six touchdown win in a row. Like, I don't know, are you guys having fun watching me score 6 touchdowns against people who don't know how to cage? I feel like this is going to get old before we get, I mean, like enough games on this team to have it, like be able to win the ladder. You are having fun, Top Deck? I don't know how much fun my opponents are having. mean, they get to punch wood elves. That's kind of fun. I don't think we gave very much SPP to this particular guy. Better than AI? Yeah. Playing against the AI is not an alternative for sure. I don't know if there is an alternative. Like, there's the arena. But the arena kind of has the same problem. There's no skill-based matchmaking, but when you get deeper in an arena run, you, in theory, start playing against other people who have won a bunch. Look at that SPP haul. 10, 19, 25. 25. How do you write? You like the unnecessary bullying? Arena's hard to find games. Oh yeah, the arena. Because there's still skill-based matchmaking, the arena would be kind of a ghost town. Oh, and the arena's one loss this season. Yeah, that's a heck of a trait change. Hardcore arena. I've watched in the past. I've watched a fair bit of like Dead by Daylight content, and a lot of those YouTubers and streamers they end up doing challenges. Because I think Dead by Daylight has a similar like skill mismatch problem. It does have skill-based matchmaking, but I think they've programmed it so you actually get games. So I think the people at the like top 0.1% are playing against like the top 10%. So they have a similar issue where they're not being challenged. So they do challenge modes, like you have to win like 40 games in a row with using every possible perk spread out. Use every perk once, exactly. I don't know what kind of Blood Bowl challenges could happen along those lines, but that's probably like it's probably so popular in that community because of the same issue here. It's not fun to just watch somebody stomp. It's also not fun to be the one just stomping. Was it like this in Blood Bowl 2 though? Like I said, I wasn't top 1% during Blood Bowl 2 times. I was far from it. Like I never felt like I was that much stronger than my opponents in Blood Bowl 2. And not because of the matchmaker, but because I just think I was in the middle of the pack. It works fine for people in the middle of the pack. I would get wrecked by Crucifer and like Crystal Hunter. Whenever I played against them, it never went as well as when I was playing against people I didn't recognize their name. But did the other streamers, like when Crystal Hunter streamed, was he just wrecking people? The opponent's team was themed after the old French rocker? Nice. Yeah, as a survivor in Dead by Daylight 2, yeah, you are at the mercy of your team. I play and actually watch mostly killers. So it's a single player game for me. I was a very bashy Blood Bowl 2 player. I played a variety. I played more Chaos than anything else. But I think in Blood Bowl 2 I actually had a bigger variety than I have now had in Blood Bowl 3. But yeah, I think I did lean towards bashing because that is actually a really good way to win when you're not as good as your opponent. Like, they're not going to beat you if you kill them all. I think that's why it like some areas of Blood Bowl people don't think I'm very good at the game is because they were exposed to me while I was legitimately still learning the game. Like I've streamed most of my Blood Bowl journey. And when I was in that middle ground, yeah, like optimizing for removals is a great way to win. It's not the best way to win, but it is actually a great way to win when you're still learning the game. Where the best way to win is probably like careful field positioning and knowing when to choke out your opponent for options by basing and whatever. Like, but you don't have to worry about learning all that positioning stuff if you just take a lot of Mighty Blow and Claw and Piling On. What are the numbers here? Let's get the balloons into post-game position. We broke armor 44%. We broke armor 24%. I guess we got a couple KOs. Mostly stuns. There was a lot of surfing happened. I won both the brilliant coachings. Nice. Both my dauntlesses worked. 92% on dodges. That's pretty good. Especially at the end there when I was doing a slew of 3+2+s. Built that cage. All 3 passes worked. His passes were kind of rough at 40%. All 6 of my pickups worked. He had 6 work and 3 fail. He 7-0'd his rushes. My rushes were a little weak. The stealth mission can't fail if there's no witnesses left. Likewise, the enemy players can't score if they have no unbroken limbs. Boo, boo, boo. My attack dice weren't very good. Lowest result, POW. Although I guess against him, the 18 stumbles being the highest result evened that out. So we were pretty even when you merged them. They were heavy on both downs and skulls. They did a lot of 1-die hits too, though. Yeah, on this journey, there's been a lot of 1-die hits. There's been a lot of unprotected balls. And then we played against Nate Watch once and had a good game. We got a draw. How many touchdowns did I get in game 1? Just 2. I think I was still playing with stalling on the mind. Okay, we got 160k. And we got some level ups we could do. We could do sidestep on Mr. Rocker Crocker and then save up for Mighty Blow. I think I'm going to do that. Picking sidestep here delays the inevitable death and reset of a War Dancer. Which isn't the worst, because then we just score on that guy. We get to random here. We get to random a bunch of lineups. Randomed another dirty player. Okay. Gotta foul a lot more than I have been. Random another dirty player? Random a tackle lino. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Captain Kickass. The long name. I gotta put some spaces. Long names. The game doesn't decide where to put a line break. It does that poorly. It'll put a single letter on the new line. think those are all the ones we have to do. Give Nurgle's Rod of Spades just in case. I think it was fine. We're saving for a stat here. We get to pick a level on Tombstone. I guess we could take our first dodge line. And then start randoming. Get the general tree with them anyways afterwards. I guess this is how you get dodge guys, right? You random general until you get block or wrestle, and then give him dodge. And if he's got enough to pick dodge, just give him dodge. Because I don't think you want to random the agility tree. I think that's pretty weak. Oh, and we get to random passing. Can't say no to a random. If I had 6, I might give him sure hands or something. I've got a random. Oh, Fumblerooski. Ooh. That is a do nothing. When this player performs a move or blitz action, and he is carrying the ball, he could choose to abandon the ball. Interesting that you could do it on a blitz. So you could do a handoff and a blitz. With Fumblerooski. Your handoff being just leaving the ball behind. He can choose to abandon the ball. The ball can be placed in any square just vacated. The ball does not bounce and there's no turnover. Perfect best skill ever. I mean, I think we keep it. I was briefly thinking like, okay, do I fire this guy? Is that a lobotomy? We have cash, but I want a reroll. I want the third reroll. I mean, if we random leader, maybe we don't want the third reroll. But it would be funny to find like an actual use for Fumblerooski somehow. What does it let you do? It lets you move the ball with no risk of turnover. So you could do a Fumblerooski transfer and then do your blitz. And you've moved the ball 7 squares forward. 6 squares forward. He has to vacate the square. It lets you do 2 handoffs. But like I already would rather pass with this guy than do a handoff anyway. So it lets you do 2 handoffs and a pass. We can take the ball from way in the back to the front, but we need to get another thrower for that to do anything. ZK good! Thank you for the 56-month resub. It lets you transfer the ball and then go somewhere else with the thrower. Including blitzing with him. There might be some nonsense there with like the thrower is the one who blitzes the guy out of the way. It lets you do a handoff in a tackle zone. Kind of like Nerves of Steel. Because you just put the ball near your intended receiver, and then he dodges away from the 2 guys marking him and picks it up in the open. I hadn't thought of that before. I just thought of it right now. And that might actually be the most likely way Fumblerooski is useful for us. So if my receiver is double tagged and my thrower is in handoff distance, you can turn it into a series of 2+s instead of needing to like 3+ or 4+ catch. And then like there is also this guy could be the only guy left and he blitzes. He puts the ball on the ground for someone else to pick up and then goes and hits the goblin to get it out of the way. And that would come up if you're like sometimes you're down to 5 elves, right? Like, there's just nobody else that could blitz. I guess like whoever picks the ball up could always do that blitz too, though, right? Like, I guess not if it's a 2 strength catcher. You do have one more strength on the thrower. The most likely way this ever does something is, I think, the Nerves of Steel handoff. Remind me if I ever use it to clip it. We should collect Fumblerooski actually being useful. I think it's going to be a hard thing to collect. No, it's certainly not good. I think it's good. It has a place on like a non-thrower. It has a place on throw teammate. So your pass, you're like, you don't have a pass. You're going to throw your halfling. But yeah, like on an elf thrower, it's a lot less good. Isn't one of the new teams covered in Fumblerooski? Didn't one team's Linos all get Fumblerooski? Was it Wood Elves? Elven Union. So, in that case, there's been a lot of people playing with the chance to actually use Fumblerooski in tabletop. And I'll bet you it doesn't get used very much, even when you just have it for free. I think OWA or Imperial Nobility get it for free. I think it's Nobility Thrower has it. It's not very good there. Okay, what do we still need to buy? We are short some number of catchers. I don't know how many we want. It's more than one. And some number of rerolls. I don't know how many we want. It's more than two. We have more dirty players than we have bench. A good rule of thumb is to have as big of a bench as your dirty player count. So we could buy a catcher. But I think the reroll's going to better serve us here. Reroll adds less team value too. Oh, honestly, maybe we don't buy it. Because it was so hard to get this game. We're already higher team value than we even were. I think we have to play one more game to get out of the 5-game purgatory here. Or are we out of it? I'm on my game 6 now, right? So I guess I'm out of it. It'll pair us against anybody. Does anybody know? Because I do think if we need to avoid spinning for half an hour again, I don't think we add 50k team value by getting that reroll. Yeah, maybe that's my challenge mode we were talking about. Make Fumblerooski good. I guess I'll leave it unpurchased and maybe I can figure it out before tomorrow's game. Oh, actually, tomorrow's game is canceled. There is a scheduled power outage in my village tomorrow. That's something that did not happen when I lived in the big city. Apparently that's a thing for rural New Brunswick, is sometimes there's a scheduled power outage. There must be one line that gives us power, and they have to work on it. In town, there's more of a web. It's probably more of a, like, in town, way more people are affected, and, like, you know, a few hundred people are going to be affected tomorrow by the power being off for 4 hours. They're willing to do that. All right, yeah, let's sit on the reroll purchase for now. But I think I am out of Purgatory, so I think we probably will buy it. But I'll see if I can find an announcement on how this season works. Are the forest fires here? We're fine. New Brunswick's fine. We had some last year. It's in the central Canada that's having a hard time. When I first moved here, we actually had a forest fire not far from here, but it was small. A one-day thing. All right, let's roll the credits. Thanks for joining me, everybody. So I definitely can't be live at my normal time. I might just take tomorrow off, or I might do an evening game. But I definitely won't be live at this point tomorrow.